Hey guys, it is Tuesday here in West Virginia, and we are going to do a Truckin' Tuesday video for you guys and crack open a few Dodge D-100s from Greenlight. A couple I've been searching for quite a while, but they were always out of not my price range, but they were just overpriced. So I never picked them up until lately. Finally found them for a fair price. I was going to do a wagon Wednesday, but I noticed that I had another Auto World vehicle that's not a wagon. So we're going to do our Free It Friday with some Auto World stuff. So we'll be back after this video on Friday with a Free Friday with Auto World vehicles. We have at least 3, maybe there will even be a couple more than that. So today, the one that I've been after for a while is this guy right here. This is the Gas Monkey Garage 64 Dodge D-100 Sweptline. Now, this I used to have when I was in the Philippines. So some of my older videos, you may have seen this sitting in the background, actually at this garage, something like that. But I ended up getting rid of it when I came back in 2022. And after I started collecting again, I was like, man, I wish I had that truck still. So I need to find it again. But then I started noticing the prices. People wanting like 15 bucks, 20 bucks. I just thought that was too much for this truck, and I finally got it for, I think it was like $7, which is fine with me. It's actually cheap. I think 10 bucks would be a fair price on this truck, so 7 was pretty good. So this is like a resto mod, but with the patina left that they did. I'm not sure what motor they left in this. I never seen the show on television. I've never watched the show, to be honest with you guys. But I do remember this truck being in some of their advertisements, along with the Corvette. The Corvette became very popular in the diecast world, and this truck did, and also their Shelby convertible. So those 3 became popular in the diecast community. So anyways, this truck here on the back side, it just gives us a little bit of information on what they did. Season 3, Episode 4, Dodge Hodgepodge, Part 1. Originally air date was July 2nd, 2013. Then Season 3, Episode 5, Dodge Hodgepodge, originally aired on July 15th. And in this 2-part show, Gas Monkey Garage, restores a 74 Dodge Sweptline. I wouldn't say they restored it too much. I mean, yeah, it looks the same. It just is the same truck before and then after, because it already had a lowered stance, and it looks like aftermarket wheels on it. The only thing they did, it looks like, is put their logo on the door, but that's just by these 2 pictures here. So now I'm sure that the drivetrain was a little bit beefed up and stuff. But anyways, let's get this out of the package and take a look at it. Yeah, as I said, it just doesn't look much different than when they bought it, except they put the Gas Monkey logo on the door, and that's it. I think it's the Gas Monkey logo. No, it's something else. I don't know what it is, actually, to be honest with you. LHI? Build? I don't know. So, some of you maybe be able to fill me in on it in the comments. But I just like the truck because it's a Mopar and it's got a lot of patina on it. It looks pretty cool. I actually wish I could just get rid of that logo and not hurt the patina on the door, but I don't think that would happen. I think I would have to take all the patina off the door, which still may be an option. I'm not a big fan of that logo on the door. I liked it before, in the before picture, where it had nothing on it. Now, when we pop the hood, under the hood, still looks like an old style Chrysler wedge engine, maybe like a, I don't know, 413 or something like that, or 383. Not sure what it would have been. If it's an original, it may be a newer crate motor, like a 360 or something, but it still looks carbureted with a snorkel air cleaner. So they definitely did not go that Pro Touring or modernized stuff. And that underneath, when it tells anything, Greenlight isn't going to detail their suspension to look modern if that's what they did. But I like the truck. I like the stance of the real truck. I just don't like the sticker or the logo on the door. And when I first looked at it again, I thought it was the monkey on the door, but it's not. So yeah, that LHI I'm not a big fan of. But anyways, it is a pretty cool truck to have. And now we're moving on to number 2 that I was looking for a while. And that is this guy here, the 62 Dodge D-100, another one that I used to have. I used to have this sitting at Mr. Norm's as their like parts runner and delivery truck. But now they actually have Mr. Norm's trucks. So I bought that set with the truck and trailer, and I use that as like my parts runner and the one that hauls the mini charger. But this guy I had for a while. I just like the pastel yellow with the white top. Looks really good. Not too much of a fan of the front ends of these early 60s Dodges. They're very plain and flat. Very cheaply done, in my opinion. But the overall, like, outside, like, silhouette of the truck on the side looks really cool. So here is another one, 62, which pretty much has the same front end as the 64. It does have the same front end. I really don't notice much of a difference in the two. So anyways, this is a really nice truck, though, just for stock appearing truck. And as I said, I wanted it for a while, and this one is numbered 1703. I don't know if this one was numbered or not. I don't think they are. Yeah, it does look like it's numbered, like 2010. That's cool. It would have been cooler if it would have been 2013 when they built the truck. That would have been really cool. But anyways, this was another one that I was trying to find. Once again, I think I got like $7 in it. I bought a lot of Dodge trucks. There were like 6 or 7 in it. Some of them I sold and some of them I kept. I kept 3 of them. This is 2 of them. The third one is this guy here. I'm not much a long wheelbase truck guy, unless it's like a dually. But this truck looked pretty cool just for the original standpoint, and it was a long wheelbase, has a toolbox in it, but that pastel color on the side, it looks really good. Or the pastel color, I was thinking about what they have on the side. I haven't read that yet. I didn't even know there was a logo there until just now, honestly. But anyways, looks really good. And we're going to take him out and take a look at him. And then once again, there's nothing on the back. Same thing with the county roads, or this is country roads. At first, when they first came out, they were calling it county roads. But as you can see, what was in there. In the set, 62 Dodge, 67 Ford Galaxy, 86 Chevrolet G20, a 2015 Ford F-150, a 2016 Ford Interceptor Utility, and then your 2016 Jeep Wrangler Black Bear. So now we're getting out to this other one. So, this is for the National Forest. It does say something on this. It ain't all the relicensing stuff, but I'm not going to read all this, guys. Sorry. But, yeah, that color, there's a lot of vehicles that they've done like this, and same thing with Matchbox. Matchbox has released a lot of the forestry department vehicles. So, yeah, it says Department of Agriculture on the side of it. It's very hard to see, because it's white on top of this pastel green, and that's the color that most of these forestry vehicles are. I actually may remove those off the door. I'm not sure. Maybe I'll leave them. But anyways, very cool looking truck. Like the toolbox and such. And I don't have a ton of long wheelbase ones. I think I have 2 other ones besides this. The Mr. Norm's one. And then the Graveyard Cars truck that's towing the GTX. And then in 65, you can see that they really changed the front end, and it looks much, much better. It has single headlights. They have some kind of bezel around them. The marker lights are in the center, and it's got a grill that goes the entire length of the front. So that is cool. So yeah, the 65, 66, I like much better than the ones before that. But 62 to 64s, they look okay from the side profile like that. They all look the same pretty much from the side profile, as you can see. Just the front end's changed, that's about it. And the tail lights changed a little bit. So now on the back, you can see this. I just now noticed this. Your national forests help keep it clean. That's cool. So yeah, I'll definitely leave these logos on the door. So that's a cool one to have. I did not even know it was Department of Forest or Agriculture and such, but those are our 3 new trucks. I haven't been picking up many M2s lately. The only 2 that I'm behind on is the Sprite auto haulers, and it's not even really an auto hauler. It's just a 2-pack. It's got the Power Wagon and a Super Bee. And I just can't see paying $23 for 2 M2 cars. So I haven't picked it up yet. And then the Cherry Coke one, I have seen them as low as $10. So that one I may eventually get, but I'm kind of getting to the point where I don't even want to get the soda and pop culture style stuff with names all over it. I just want to get the original releases that they're doing. But I've already went this deep into it. I've got all of their releases to date, except for those 2 I just mentioned. So I may pick them up just to be a completionist with that set of trucks. So guys, that's it. We'll be back on Friday, and we will be cracking open some Auto World cars for you on Friday. So enjoy the rest of your week, and we'll talk to you on Friday. Thanks for watching.